After Nicki Minaj came for Beyoncé and Jay-Z, the street's been buzzing. Turns out Solange and Bey been deep into that African spiritual path for a while now. And Nicki just stumbled right into their sacred space like it was an accident. Even Mama Tina was out here doing more interviews than a reality star on premiere night. And let's not forget, Solange don't play when it comes to Beyoncé. This the same woman who rocked Jay-Z in that elevator for cheating. So what made Nicki think she was untouchable? Now Solange pulling from her spiritual bag and Nicki's life looking shaky. And the tea? It's coming in hotter than Nicki's clapbacks on Twitter. She might want to grab a Bible and some sage at this point, cause Solange ain't the one to mess with. Folks out here saying her voodoo game is serious. This whole mess kicked off just days ago when Nicki decided to air Jay-Z out, claiming he owes her a wild $200 million and been hiding from her for over 7 years. So here's what went down. Way back, Jay got Nicki, Rihanna, Alicia Keys, and a whole pack of A-list celebs to throw cash into Tidal. Remember that? He pitched it as a revolutionary for the artists by the artists music platform. Promised them bigger royalties and even a little 3% ownership. But then, he turned around and Jay-Z sold Tidal for a whopping $300 million, like it was no big deal. Each celeb who invested was supposed to walk away with at least $8 million. But Nicki? She says she didn't even get a penny. Not a check, not a wire, not even a dusty little Venmo request. And trust, it gets messier. When Nicki's lawyers tried to chase down that money, Jay had the nerve to offer her just $1 million. After he pocketed a jaw-dropping $149 million for himself. And the wildest part? He expected her to smile, stay quiet, and take the scraps. Baby, that's giving con artist vibes. But here comes the real twist. They wanted her to sign an NDA too, basically telling her, take this lil million and never speak on this again. They really thought they could buy her silence like she's some background dancer. Nah. Nicki held her tongue for a minute, but when she saw Roc Nation hyping Megan Thee Stallion to come for her, it was game on. Nicki came for Jay-Z and all of Roc Nation, by name. No cryptic posts, no subliminals. She was calling folks out directly. One of Jay's people tried to spin it, saying Nicki never got her money because she didn't sign the paperwork. But what he conveniently left out, that paperwork, was them trying to force her into an NDA with only $1 million on the table. Like that was supposed to be hush money. Nicki wasn't going for it. She hopped on X and fired off a blazing post that had everybody talking. She wrote, LOL. Seeing these men scramble in real time is so satisfying. Y'all can talk about Tidal until you're blue in the face. Cheat y'all master? No, Tidal is the least of his worries. Stupid! Imagine that being a talking point. Then she really dropped the hammer. Do you know how much of a snake you'd have to be to let someone do all the work, then hit him with, oops, you didn't sign that random paper? This y'all king? This y'all rat? So now we saying this billionaire would pull legal tricks to dodge paying a black woman what she earned, then threatened to yank even that measly million if she didn't sign within 24 hours. That's what y'all stand on. Nicki wasn't holding back. She said, I'm so glad I said nope, scare tactics and manipulation just to steal what I worked for. And she spilled even more tea, saying they had her doing work for the company with nothing signed. Like, how reckless is that? She clowned them hard. LMFAO. Y'all really don't understand business, huh? Then she dragged them for their shady tactics. So when we signed our contracts in front of the world, were those fake now? LOL. So y'all admitting you faked documents for the media? Huh? Then I guess those NDAs don't count either, right? Nicki didn't come to play. She even called out the Shade Room, demanding to know who gave them the green light to use her face in a post, claiming all the artists received close to $9 million. She wasn't having it. The Shade Room can't post about D. Mori or Rear, so clearly Roc Nation had to sign off on that post, right? There's no way y'all this slow. And then she hit him with the 2025 heat. Silly wobbits. If y'all think this is about $9 million or Tidal, then you've missed the point completely. That's the least of their worries, Bookie. The least. Trust me. Come back to this post a year from now. And the Barbs? Oh, they were riding for their queen like never before. The moment Miss Tina, yes, Beyoncé's mama, tried to get slick, the fan base pounced. Tina posted a photo with Beyoncé and added a shady little caption that had Nicki's name written all over it. Her caption, Good morning. It feels good to wake up knowing my faves didn't lose their minds, like some people. Y'all have a great day. Remember to ignore the ignorance. Whew. But the Barbs weren't having it. They dragged her so hard she had to go back and edit the caption multiple times before finally changing it to something way more calm. Still, fans were calling her out left and right for what they said was clear gaslighting. It got messy real quick. But the drama didn't stop there. Oh no, it was just getting warmed up. After Miss Tina got flamed by the Barbs, the Bayhive tried to step in and defend her, and that sparked a full-on fan war. Screenshots were flying, old tweets were being dug up, and the timelines turned into a digital battlefield. Then came the whispers. People started speculating that Beyoncé had been quietly distancing herself from Nicki for a while. Some fans noticed how Bey hadn't publicly shown Nicki love in years. No likes, no shoutouts, nothing. And now, folks are saying maybe it wasn't just business, maybe it was personal. Rumors started swirling that Roc Nation had been planning to ice Nicki out for a minute. Behind the scenes, it's alleged they were pushing other female rappers while blackballing her from major events, award shows, and even certain radio stations. Some fans said it's like they were trying to erase her. Nicki, meanwhile, kept her foot on the gas. She started reposting cryptic messages, calling out shady deals, and even hinted at secret alliances forming against her. She wrote, "You'll see who was really plotting behind closed doors. Watch who stays silent. That tells you everything." And just when things couldn't get wilder, screenshots leaked showing private DMs where some Roc Nation insiders were allegedly mocking Nicki behind the scenes. If those messages were real, yikes. One even said, "Let her spiral. The media will handle the rest." That's when fans really started connecting the dots. Was this a coordinated takedown? A quiet industry blacklisting? Nicki's fans say yes, and they've been flooding social media with hashtags, calling out what they believe is an intentional effort to silence her. At this point, it's no longer just about title, or even the $200 million. It's about power, control, and the messy business behind the music. And baby, it's looking like we've only scratched the surface. As if things weren't already chaotic, Nicki threw even more fuel on the fire when she dropped a freestyle on Instagram Live. No warning, no filter, just straight shots. In the freestyle, she didn't name names, but everybody knew who she was talking about. Lines like, "They steal the style, then try to blackball the source, and queens don't bow to fake kings," had the internet screaming. The freestyle went viral in minutes. Fans were dissecting every bar like it was a crime scene, and the energy was pure mayhem. Some said it was Nicki's way of declaring war. No more sneak disses, no more silence. She was ready to burn the whole table. And right on cue, the industry started reacting. A few artists who had worked with both Jay-Z and Nicki suddenly went ghost. No likes, no reposts, no comments. Just silence. People noticed, and fans started calling them out too. Where's the loyalty? But Nicki wasn't done. She hit her Instagram story with another message. Imagine building an empire just for vultures to fly in when they think you're weak. Joke's on them. I built this with fireproof hands. Then came the shocker. Nicki's team teased a documentary. Yup, a whole tell-all doc, allegedly packed with receipts, footage, voice notes, and more. And get this, it's not just about Roc Nation. Word is, she's naming names across the board. Labels, managers, execs, nobody's safe. Fans lost it. The Barbs started trending number Nicki Exposed season, demanding full transparency. Even neutral fans were curious now. People want to know, how deep does this really go? Who's been playing dirty behind closed doors? One insider posted, "If that doc really drops, there's a few careers that won't survive the fallout." At this point, Nicki's not just defending her bag, she's blowing the lid off the whole machine. And if what she's saying is true, then the music industry is about to get exposed in a way we've never seen before. Nicki's fire didn't just scorch Jay-Z. Beyoncé felt the heat too. Miss Tina tried to clean things up, hopping online with a statement like, "Wow, I reposted this because it was about our relationship. It had nothing to do with anyone but me and Beyoncé. Please stop being messy and dragging me into something I have nothing to do with. Y'all should be ashamed." The backpedal was real. But Solange? Oh, she wasn't backing down for nobody. She took it straight to Instagram and let Nicki know she's summoning her idols and letting them handle it. Solange posted a series of mysterious photos featuring her spiritual inspirations, then shut the comments off so the Barbs couldn't roast her like they did her mama. Slick move! And while people tried to frame this as just Nicki versus Jay-Z, fans quickly caught on that Nicki had smoke for Beyoncé too. Around the same time she was coming for Jay, Nicki hopped on station head and threw shade while playing Feeling Myself, her collab with Beyoncé. She told fans, "Just cause I'm featured on a song that's playing doesn't mean I rock with the artist." Woo! So now it's crystal clear. Nicki got a real issue with both of them, and folks are convinced this beef is only going to get nastier. The streets are watching and the energy's spooky. People are talking. One person posted, "You never know what Nicki practices behind closed doors." People gotta stop thinking everyone lives in fear. God is the highest power. Another said, "If this voodoo talk is real, Nicki better pray Solange don't pull up." We all saw that elevator fight and what she did in Bring It On. She don't play. But now it's your turn. What do you think? Is Nicki really coming for Beyoncé and Jay-Z? And was Solange actually sending her ancestors after Nicki? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you're here for the mess, hit that like button, smash subscribe, and tap the bell so you don't miss the next scandal. And don't go just yet. Click here to watch this other wild story we know you'll be obsessed with. See you in the next one.